Artisans have been telling stories through textiles for more than 5 millennia. With each thread, measured stitch, symbol, and considered use of colour, they weave the world's history, culture, and craftsmanship into more tangible tales. Masters of treasured materials, tools, and age-old techniques, they're also narrators, adding a unique chapter to humanity's storied patchwork, one blanket at a time. Every story is grounded by provenance. Place provides more than just context. The nuances of each natural landscape also inspire how a narrative unfolds. In the small Spanish mountain village of Ezcarré, mineral-rich waters flow through the valley and into this family-owned textile factory. These waters imbue the wool with its uniquely smooth texture. Found amidst the sheep grazing in the nearby fields, dried thistles are used to fray woolen tassels by hand and then merged into the machinery to create a similar effect. This is a tale that begins but is also embellished by the unique surroundings of this valley. Japan is a land of sharp contrasts. Landscape, tradition, and a penchant for perfection are all exemplified by an expansive cast of expert artisans. Characters like these hard-working indigo farmers of Tokushima, the diligent artisans from Chizo, who have been handcrafting kimonos since 1555, and the expert sashiko stitching of Yumiko in Kojima. Mikia Kitamura continues to weave her own story. Even as the denim looms have gradually modernized around her, they still prove no match for this septuagenarian's delicate and dexterous handiwork. Her determined, speedy hands make a defiant last stand before the onward advance of the machine. Beneath Ecuador's Cotopaxi volcano, the indigenous textile artisans of Salasacca also personify the region's patrimony. Known affectionately as El Pulga, Jose is part of a select group of weavers quietly working at his own pace as he applies age-old cultural tones onto a more textured canvas. Not far away, this skilled artisan puts the finishing touches on a beloved traditional design. Their own symbol of storytelling, Las Chismosas, are 3 conservatively clad women known for their love of gossip. While the healthy rivalry in this small community of craftsmen anchors their vision to the past, it also fuels the age-old pursuit to weave the perfect blanket. Colour is an essential element for any well-spun tale. Here in France, spoonfuls of pigment are part of a recipe that infuses rich colour into the wool. Each chosen shade becomes a visceral expression, a bespoke reflection of emotion, be it bright or bold. The ancient craft of storytelling transcends the simple sum of its parts. Much like Indian ribbon embroidery, which is fashioned on a base of hand-drawn illustration, a well-crafted tale requires technical finesse, shaped by learnings passed down through generations. Methods such as the safety pin applique technique fuse tools and materials. Here, hemp, jersey, and leather are aligned, woven, and cut with meticulous precision. Each unique technique reflects a diverse perspective, sharpened by the world's kaleidoscopic cultural lens. In Senegal, technical prowess and a fine-tuned spirit of synergy steer the wooden looms. Skilled hands and pairs of ever-watchful eyes work in unison to finish each fabric. Other textiles, sourced from Togo, are sewn together to create a patchwork of African expression. Meanwhile, on a quiet Parisian street behind a similar loom, another weaver carefully ties a plethora of petite ribbon bows into the lines of thread. With the tightening of each knot, she slowly manufactures an allegory, ensuring generations-old techniques are secured for years to come. Italy embraces its timeless traditions with both elegance and bravura. Curiously, this sense of cultural confidence has driven innovation pushing assured artisans to combine their practical skills with technological flair. In the lakeside town of Como, screen printing techniques are amplified with multi-hued precision. Patterns and photo-perfect images are also transported onto textiles with new technology. A new generation of printers layer strikingly modern vignettes, pixel by pixel, onto the more timeless materials. As LOEWE circled the globe to collaborate with expert artisans across 4 continents, it became ever apparent that this constellation of individual stories was embroidered with a much greater universal truth. From Ecuador's dedicated Andean artisans to the unwavering spirit permeating through workshops in Japan, Italy and Spain, and the generations-old handicraft in Africa and India, their textiles tell more than singular stories. Conveyed through a common thread, they become part of the world's published patrimony.